friends. Marlene here from Uniquely Ella. Happy New Year's. Yes, yay, we made it. Guys, and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful to you guys because I think it was like my last video I posted that that my goal for this year was to reach 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and I did it. Yet thanks to you guys, I asked you to please share the video, and that really helps. Like, pick a video that you like and just kind of share it, and I did it. It was just like a personal goal. No big deal. Numbers don't mean anything, but I just wanted to, measure somehow whether, my channel is growing or not. And thank you guys very much. Okay. I didn't say welcome to everyone. If you're new to my channel, my name is Marlene. I am with Uniquely Ella and everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Today I wanted to, it's the new year. I think it's like the second day or something like that. Yeah, the second day of the new year. And I am getting ready to ship a I haven't done a few journals in like a little while. The last quarter of the year I spent working really hard on making digitals, and it's finding that balance. That's going to be my goal for you this year, is to find the balance between creating manually, like I like to do journals, and maybe I should do like smaller projects like folios and pockets and things like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to balance that because the journals are very time consuming, but I love doing them. I was like dying to do a journal. But I have to find that happy medium because I really also love creating digitals. It has opened a whole new world for me. I still have a lot to learn. I am inspired by many amazing real digital designers out there. I mean, I'm just like a wannabe, but I'm just loving this so much. It's like another form to express yourself. I just love it. So I have to find that balance. So I'm working towards that. I hope everyone had a good new year. The older we get, the more quieter our new years get, and we're good with that because we're homebody people. We always get asked, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's happening? We're like, not much. And we like it like that. And I'm so lucky my husband's like that too. So we're just very happy just being with each other. Okay, so I wanted to share some of the inserts. I made double. I made another set that are going into my winter blue. No. The journal is called Sapphire. And thank you, Robin. I had a little contest name picking going on Instagram. And there were some wonderful, beautiful names. I thank everybody that suggested. But for some reason, Sapphire, I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to do a proper flip through of Sapphire before I ship her out. And I had so much fun making her. Like I said, I haven't made a journal in maybe a month or something. I was like, oh my God, I need to make one. So I use my Winter Blue collection, Winter Blues, which I love. I'm feeling like very melancholic. I don't know why is that. But anyway, I named it that way, but there's nothing like, blue sad about the digital kit. Is beautiful. So these are some of the inserts that I kind of wanted to show you that first before I do a quick little flip of the journal. I have so much fun. I'm loving this little, this new way that I kind of started doing about, I don't know, a few months back. Because I used to really heavy embellish every single page. That's why I like to show my flip through inside. I don't want to just show you the cover. Here it is. I want to make sure you can get ideas, maybe some inspiration. So I used to heavy decorate the pages, and now I'm not doing that much. I'm still doing my laces, maybe a little pocket or a little tuck or something, but I want to use more things that you can take out and maybe use like in another journal, or you take this apart and you glue it and put it wherever you want to put it in your journal, if that's what you want to do. If you want to do like an artsy journal, you can take all these inserts, take them apart, deconstruct them all over the place, and you arrange them how you want them. But I am loving this, and I'm just calling them like little inserts, and I just just tuck them in the pages and then try to leave as much of the pages blank as I can. So I'm loving this. I'm really, really, really loving this. So I think I'm going to continue to do this. And I've been craving I've been doing a lot of the skinny journals because I love them, but I've been craving to do like a regular journal. So like, like how I started. So that might be next. I don't know, I think. So let me just go over some of the inserts and I'll show you the little cover last. Okay, so what I used was just like a lot of some authentic vintage, my favorite papers, and then some of the printouts, of course. This one goes, I think this is in the center because I created an envelope. So let me show you what I have here. I have a vintage, well, it's not too vintage, but it is vintage, music sheet. This is my book that I love. That's like rag paper like, and it's gorgeous. And I put in this piece and I created like a little tuck that you can use as you like right in here. It's very thick, so I had to use like half a page. Here I tucked in this pretty little piece of border, isn't it sweet? Border wallpaper. And I think the colors go really well with the kit. And I think this is so cute. You can make little tags or, use it however you like. I was going to tuck it in. I don't know if I will or not. And then I used her because I love that velvet dress with all those buttons. And I used some of the pretty trims from Boho Daydreams. I'm going to link the store underneath. This is Sheila's store. And she has like the most beautiful, I've been using her for years. I'm on her design team recently, like a month ago, but I've been using her things for years. She has like her own private box. It's Sheila's box. And what I like about her trims is that you could use as much as you like, of course, but in my case, I try to stretch them out. I try to save all my pennies for her, but I try to stretch them out, and sometimes you don't need a whole lot, just like a little piece of bling to give it that little bohemian look, and you're fine. And I think this is like, I still have a little bit of this left. This is like from a curtain or something. And I'm holding all this together with one of my rusted paper clips and just this little, this material I found not too long ago. Let me share because this will help you if you see something to grab it because you never know. I think this was like a runner or something, I think. And of course, I might put this in little bundles. But I think it's like, it's almost like a shame to cut it because it looked like it was like a little runner. And it's all crinkly and it's beautiful. I love it. And when you tear it, it frays really beautiful. And I think I found this in a thrift shop. I was really excited about this because I like anything like that burnt golden color. See how it frays, how pretty it frays? Like real messy like. It's beautiful. So that's where I found, look how much. So I think I'm going to be putting that in bundles, maybe tying little things and giving it away when I mail my things. So I put a little bit of that here because I love it. And then there's an envelope that goes in here, this little cluster. And I made that envelope. I love it. I love this digital. This is from the Graphic Fairy. I love this so much that I'm using it a little bit. I'm using it on my next, oh guys, my next digital kit that I'm working. Oh, first of all, I know I'm all over the place and I haven't even had coffee yet. I'm just so grateful. I had the sale's over, but I have been making digitals for a year now. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. That you guys have accepted them so much. So I had my first year anniversary sale. I had 50% off my entire store for the whole weekend, and it was wonderful. Some of you guys took advantage of it, and some of you guys even bought every single one of my kits. And I was like looking at my husband's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, I can't believe it. I was almost like in tears. But I'm so grateful, and that inspired me to kind of finish up the. I'm calling them Valentines, but they're not really, they could be, but they're not. Kits that are coming, and I use that. I just love that little angel. I like the little butt. I love that whole little angel, so cute. So I am using that little image again on my next kit because I love it. And then I created a little envelope with this image. And all I did was just sew it on the side and, did a little distressing so that it looks like it's kind of old, but it's not. I added some inserts, like I added some of these weather line paper to journal on. I added some of these school papers to journal on. And I added this printable. This is like a background printable, but I like it so much. I think it's so pretty. And then you can use the back also. These are the 2 background papers of this kit, so I put them back to back. They're kind of light, so you can use them. So that goes in this cluster, and this cluster is the center, what I chose to put in the center of the, I'm going to arrange it again nicely, in the center of the journal. Okay, I have another insert here. This one I really, really liked. I created a little pot, well, let me just show you. Let me start from the back. Again, one of my rustic paper clips that I love how they turn out. I like how they feel. And then back here, I just kind of layered it like that, like cascading, so that you can see all the images when you open the page. It's like, wow. But this lady, she's not that long. I just kind of tucked her in a little bit. Here I have another half of that rag paper that I just love how that feels. And this is a recipe. No, this is a Christian book that I love, The Robe. Who doesn't love that? And this image is from the collection with a little bit of Sheila's bling. And I think she just looks so luxurious. I just want to touch her fur. And then here I created a little, kind of like a little tuck spot. Just kind of sewed it in from that rag paper book. And then I have a little bit of layering going on. I have some dictionary book page back here. And this is some wax paper that it's been embossed. And this is embossed and dyed. And this is just a little pop of that blue. I have a little journaling card. I love this journaling card. I like the frame around it. As you can see, I did a lot of sewing on the pages, and everywhere that I can tuck in a little sewing I did. Here I made like this little flip, like this little, like this, out of the tiny little tags. I love making these tiny little tags. Sometimes I don't want to put them in every single one of my kits, but sometimes I do because they're fun, and you can do whatever you like with them. And you can journal like a day a week or whatever you want. And I added a little bit of tulle here with the little, the brad is a little bling, and then this is like a little tag, a tiny little tag that goes in here. And then I have this pretty blue, I love that, and it's just kind of tucking right in there. So that's one insert. And then this one, I'm happy about this one because I finally got to use what I had intended to be my huggable. I always like something to hug these inserts. Sometimes it's just simple as a paper clip. Sometimes it's like a little collage, a little, some ephemera layering. Here for this paper clip, I use this music note that I've had for a while, this little ticket. And then for this huggable, I kind of created this with the idea of using it as a huggable, and it works really well. I love this, ladies. They're drooping in luxury, and a big piece of Sheila's trim right here. This beautiful black and white, I know for a fact this is from Ruby and Pearl. I'm going to link her store underneath. She is one of the ladies that have inspired me so much. She's got tons of digitals, and they're absolutely gorgeous. She's a gifted, talented lady. I can't stress her enough. And I'm going to link her digital store so that you can go and show her some love. And this is one of my, I love this, that I found it in Spanish. This is from another drapery or something that I found, this burnt piece of fabric, and I love it. So that's a little journaling card. Here we have something from an art book that I have been collecting that I love. And this is great for collaging or anything you want to use it for. This is a really large, long music sheet that's been loved. And I think this is a Dutch or German book page from my collection of vintage books. So this little cluster goes in, I'm not sure where, but I'll figure it out. This cluster, this is nice and chunky. I use one of these clips that I love. They're kind of like, I don't know, they're not gold. They're like rose gold. I have this little ephemera piece that's got like a burnt blue. One of my journaling cards, which is one of the pages that I shrunk again with that little cherub just kind of peeking his little butt out. He's so cute. And this lady is ready to go out on a cold winter day. She is beautiful with her hat. God, I don't know how they could. I get home and I just want to take my clothes off. I don't know how they wore all that. God bless them. I guess we didn't know any better. This is so pretty. All the little, I love this, the blue. And then I did a little bit of sewing down there. And what else do we have here? Oh, I printed large the postcard thing in Spanish because I think that's so nice. I wasn't able to find that before. And this is like a gigantic journaling spot. Another music sheet that goes back here and here, right? And then this here, I made a kind of like a skinny, tall tuck type of thing with a little pocket. And there's lots going on in here. I have this little piece of something, like a little map in those colors that I like. And that tucks right in here. There are some things that don't tuck because they don't fit, but that's okay. I didn't mind. I had printed a few little things for New Year's. This doesn't have to be a New Year's journal. It could be a whatever you want journal. But I'm going to use mine. I don't really do resolutions. I just like write lists. I'm like a list person. So mine is going to be a journal for projects, indoor projects that I have coming. Like I have to paint my kitchen cabinets. I want to change the hardware. There's a trellis in the garden that my husband's going to help me build. That he builds it. So there's just like projects, and I can break down my projects. So that's what my journal is going to be. But if you want to turn it into, I don't know, whatever you like. But anyway, I had made that New Year's reference for you to use or not use. And I did a little stitching. This pretty tag kind of tucks like in a corner, like sort of. I love her. I love her so much that she's on my cover. I think she's on my cover, yeah. I just think, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And then one of my stained glass book pages that I like so much. Another journaling little card, but this one I folded in half. And another winter looking little card. So all this is another little insert that goes right in here. I just don't want to mess them up. I don't want to mix the inserts. Then I have her. I love this one. I used another one of these clips. These are not going to be next to each other. They'll probably be somewhere else. I loved her white dress. I love everything. I put a little bit of a dictionary page back here. They're supposed to be like torn and all ragged. And then here's another little rag book. Oh, lots of room to journal here. And I turned that into like a little tuck. And here we have, what do we have? A book page. And this is another book page from that nice art book that I have that you can use however you like. And that could make a tag, a ticket, whatever. So that goes in here. I'm not very good at this. I just don't want to, maybe on this side, I don't want to lose my whole thing because there's like a thought behind it. This little cluster right here. I have another one of my rusted paper clip with a little bit more of that trim that I showed you. And this is a tiny little label thing. And then this is one of kind of like a little library card looking from the collection. I used it as a little folded secret little journaling thing. She's so pretty. So I backed her up with book page and did a little sewing. I think she's so pretty. Look at her long, beautiful neck. She's gorgeous. And then this lady, I like her. She looks really sad, kind of. Or she's got the winter blues going on. Just a little bit of trim. Another journaling card. This looks like fun. Did a little bit of sewing here. Another book page. This is a French inspired, but it's in English, cooking book. I really should be reading this book. I don't like cooking. And then, there you go, I said it, and I'm not embarrassed. This is one of the, I think this is one of the simpler pages in the kit, and I love this page. I love this, and I love this, and plenty of room in the back. So this is another little cluster. I love this cluster too. So, let me show you the, I found this, which I am in love with. And this is so pretty. I'm going to dangle this on the color is perfect because there's blue, and then there's a little bit of turquoise. And this, let's see if you can see it up close. I don't know if it's going to focus because it's so dark. Can't even see it because it's so dark. Can you see it? It has like turquoise and blue, both colors, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to just keep it simple like that. I was going to put some ribbon or something around it, but I think I'm just going to keep it simple like that, and I'm going to dangle it on the spine on the top. So I think that would look pretty. And then this is a little cluster that I made. I'm not sure where it goes. I think it goes on one of the smaller pages. My journals have like pages of different sizes, and I have like a little longer skinny page that's just kind of folding out, and it was kind of empty, so I wanted to tuck something in. So all I did was I took a piece of book page and just cut it up and, you know, grunge it up a little bit. I found this really nice large ticket. I love it. I backed it up with book pages, and then this is one of the little envelopes. There's two things that I love creating when I do my digitals. One is that I love bingo cards, but a lot of my digitals are like grown up. I call them like grown up. They're not that cutesy, but I love cutesy. So the bingo cards kind of don't, how do you say, don't blend themselves, don't, not blend themselves, don't, you know, they're not, I forgot, they're not like appropriate kind of, I don't know, I just don't find them appropriate for like a journal that I'm calling like an elegant journal, like this journal. So I didn't, you know, my first thing that I love to create and layer and work with on top of bingo cards. I love bingo cards. I love little mini file folders that you kind of fold up and they look like tiny cute little file folders of all sizes. I love that. And I love tiny envelopes. I like anything tiny. So tiny envelopes I can use anywhere. So for this tiny cutie little envelope, it's not adorable. I just have a couple little tickets in here that you can write a little note. Maybe like a little love note to yourself, because we cannot love other people if we don't love ourselves first. So I am always working on that, whatever it might be, just being out in the garden, and that's my self-love, because I want to be around to love my JMO and my cat and my family. So see, that goes right there. And then this is my cover. Voila! This is what I'm using for my cover. It's a little cluster. Let me disassemble this so I can show you. For this little cluster, I used her. She's the main piece. I love this image so much. I like how the layering turned up, and I like how this, I have some white stuff going on, like these flourishes that I was able to do like a color overlay in white of them. And I like how, it's just such a subtle thing, but I like how that plays with the waves in her dress. I don't know, my head, that's how I think. So I backed her up with book pages, and then I put some lunch bag, you know, the brown lunch bag material here in the back. I like that, all raggedy looking, and I tore it up and cut it up and, you know, made it look all like it's been there forever, but it hasn't. So she is the main piece. Okay, and then I started layering on top of her. The second layer is this, which is like a little flip out with that background paper that I like that, and like that. So you got room to journal. I was going to close it and make it like a pocket, but I changed my mind. I used a little bit of velvet blue, not too much. I don't have a lot of velvet blue. I need to get some more. I love the rich feel of this, of velvet, and it just reminds me of winter, but the cool colors of the blue just makes it perfect. And then a little bit of Sheila's little boho bling, which is awesome. Like that, and like this. Oh, and I wanted to mention something, and this, I love this, the colors on this. I wanted to mention something about Sheila. She opened a Patreon. I don't know if I've said this before, but because her bundles, her boho bundles are really kind of hard to come by, because sometimes I'm sure she has like waiting lists, but also sometimes she'll put some up and they'll claim immediately, like you got to be on top. So it's real hard sometimes. Like if you see a bundle that you like, she only makes small quantities of, it's only herself, and they're in high demand. So she opened a Patreon. I think this is a very genius account. It's not too much money to join, but you get first dibs on her kits if you join her Patreon. So I'm sure once you go on her Facebook group, you'll get all the information. But anyway, I was able to snag like a bundle. I think it was like last year or something. I'm due to buy more in the gold and silver, and that's from that bundle, and I love it. And then on top I have like this little floating little pocket that I made, and I did like a little cluster here, and I just used a piece of twine because I'm going to use my German twine to bind the journal. So I wanted to bring a little element, another little element of twine, so I did that. And then here I have this other envelope, this little scallop envelope that I try to keep plain so that you can build up, if you like. And this image is also on a printable from the kit, on a large printable, because I love that image. And so I turned that into an envelope, and then I put a little piece of this really pretty ribbon that I had left over, and a piece of this really pretty little trim. And then here I have this journaling card that I love, because I love all the shades of blue. So that goes in here like this, and I folded it where it's just perfect. So that goes like that. Another piece of the wallpaper, because I needed some of the pink to kind of like peek. You can also put it in the envelope. Actually, I meant it to put it in the envelope, but I never did. And then on top, I have this little cluster, which is just a piece of book page, this tiny little tag that I made, just like a little tab up here. And this is a recent acquisition. This is not glass. It's acrylic, but it looks really nice. And then a tiny little ticket here with a baby little clip. So this is my cover. So guys, I think I've showed you in detail, because I had a request from somebody that says that when I do the flip throughs, I don't really show in details all the inserts, and it's because it would take me forever, because my journals are all packed in there, and I like to show you what's in it, because I love when people show the inside. Everybody does show the inside of their journals page by page, because they put a lot of work into them, and it also inspires us. Okay guys, so this is it. I will be making another video very soon, showing you a really quick little flip of the journal itself. I hope you liked her. Her name is Sapphire, and she is getting ready. They're both getting ready to ship. I already shipped one, and I'm keeping one. So that's it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless. And I'll see you all real soon. Thank you for everything. Bye.